Victoria? Where are you? I have to talk to you. It's about your Charlie. He tried to get me into bed.
I think it's time you invest in a butler. Crying out loud. Coitus interruptus can be brutal. Viki, you take a breather. I'll take care of Dorian. All right, we want romance, not a threesome, so out you go.
So help me, if you touch me, I'll scream bloody murder.
Oh, nobody's gonna scream anything. Now, David.
All right, I'll put her out the back door so you and I can get back to our hot...
Murder! Oh, for heaven's sake!
Foreplay.
Murder!
Murder leads to death. Foreplay leads to the little death. Remember how that works? Let me give you a little visual demonstration, Dorian. It goes a little something like this.
Oh, David, please lay off.
You want me to do a few nude poses to get you back in the mood?
How could you?
Dorian, just calm down, okay?
Depravity, that's what it is.
What are you talking about? You and I have done a lot more in less time in smaller spaces.
You be quiet.
To think that I was motivated to do a good deed, and so I dropped everything and came over here, only to see this specter? And I wanted to tell you about Charles.
Oh, come on, hot stuff. We know all about you and Charles.
What about us?
The two of you are shacking up.
Who the hell told you that?
Speak of the devil. Go ahead. Vicky, how could you? What did you expect, Charlie? You think Vicky's just gonna sit on her hands while you and Dorian flop around in bed like a couple of spent salmon?
Is that what you told them, Charlie? That you and I, that we were...
Knocking boots, cleaning the pipes, bumping uglies.
It's a lie. Now, Charlie, you tell them what you said to me. That you care about me, that it's over with Viki, and that you're afraid of competing with David.
No one would argue with that.
And I told Charles that I would never interfere in Victoria's marriage.
Victoria's marriage? You mean Viki? My Viki?
Knock that off.
Oh, come on. You don't actually expect me to believe that you care about my Viki.
Of course not, because nobody ever believes anything I say. No, but perhaps I can trust that Charles, being a gentleman, he will confess that he wasn't telling the truth.
Okay. Now, you want the truth? You think you can handle the truth? Okay, fine. The truth is...
Charlie wasn't lying.
He wasn't?
No. He didn't leave me. And he most certainly did not take up with Dorian. I'm sorry, David. I made it all up.
I feel like I'm watching Lost. Does anyone know what's going on now?
Okay. Charlie never told me that he and Dorian are together because they're not, okay?
Oh, I get it now. So you were just saying that stuff so that you could lure this boy toy into bed
No,
with
sweetheart.
you? What?
Forget it. Give it up. The jig is up, okay? Dorian, Charlie coming on to you and me coming on to you, David, it was all fake.
No, that can't be right.
Yes, it can, and it is. Look, my wife has zero interest in you.
No, that's not true. I know when a woman's got the hots for me. And Viki was about to rock my world.
Charles wanted to put mine into orbit.
Yeah, I faked it.
So did I.
You did not.
Yes, we did.
We had to.
You two have been wreaking havoc in our lives for far too long.
Yeah, I mean, look at us. We're turning into page 6.
Come on. First it was Charliean.
Yeah, and now, how soon until it becomes Dickie? Well, that doesn't sound right, but yeah, we had to act. And not just for our own sake.
No, it was for the two of you, for heaven's sakes. You two are miserable without each other. You belong together.
Yeah, now, everybody knows it. I mean, you just needed a little nudge.
So we just had to pretend. to be interested in you, so that you would realize you didn't want anyone else, you just wanted each other.
Yeah. And now it's out in the open.
Right. So you can admit it. You two are madly in love with each other. For you two to kiss and make up.
Kiss?
Make up?
With Dorian?
With this lecherous lout?
I'd rather sip strychnine.
This is the most asinine, imbecilic plot ever conceived.
What she said.
I mean, did you really think we were simpletons, Viki? That we could be manipulated into a reconciliation by these bumbling flirtations?
It's gonna take more than that. Whole bottle of tequila more. I thought you knew me.
I confided in you, Charlie.
You humiliated me. I thought you wanted me.
David, I'm sorry. I did not mean to hurt
I thought you were toying with my body, and it turns out you were toying with my emotions.
It came from a place of genuine caring, because I hope you know I really, really like you. But we had to make sure you two took your blinders off.
Yeah, maybe we went about it the wrong way, but I mean, otherwise you never would have listened.
No, we had to sort of help you along.
Admit it. You ran away from me because you really want David.
And you really love Dorian.
That is absolutely untrue.
Yeah, wrong answer.
I have never loathed anybody more.
Wait, did you say loved or...
Loathed. Loathed. Loathed.
And I loathe you plus one.
Oh, self-righteous judgmentalism, yes. That I expect from you, Viki. But this juvenilia... Really, if David and I wanted to be together, we'd be together.
Yeah.
We don't need anyone's help.
I'm the picture of independence.
We're adults.
People tell me I ought to be an adult all the time.
We know how to communicate.
I'm an actor. I communicate for a living.
We are in touch with our feelings.
One of my therapists says that I have enough feelings for 3 people.
If and when the day comes that we explore a reunion...
And it may or may not come.
It won't be because of trickery.
No, it'll be because you're meant for each other.
Exactly. I meant no.
I think I'm getting confused.
You know, it sounds to me like you guys aren't very sure of yourself. So, Viki, why don't we give them a little space?
For what purpose?
So that you can figure out how you really feel about each other.
What's to figure out? Right?
Right. Viki, once again, you have lowered yourself to the level of your brother Todd. Charles. I'm appalled. You have shown that you are dishonest and disloyal, and these are traits that I will not put up with in my personal life or my professional life. Therefore, Charles, you're fired.
Not just fire, Charlie.
That's right, I have a contract.
With a morals clause.
But he hasn't done anything wrong.
Why don't we try that in the court of public opinion? I would adore to drag the name of Cheeky through the mud.
And how would that be any different from what we've been going through for the last few months?
Tell him, Viki.
She's right. It can get a lot worse.
How?
You ever been shot with a 12300 2.8 millimeter?
I've never even heard of a gun like that.
Gun? It's a telephoto lens. Murder after a chemical peel, by the way.
Charles, Victoria, I hope you've learned your lesson. Leave the scheming to the schemers. Speaking of which, I really am very, very sorry that you were drawn into this childish game. You really do deserve better friends.
She is absolutely right. I have never been this humiliated in my entire life, so I'm sure you can expect that I'm going to need some space from you, Viki. Some serious space. I'll be in my room in the South Wing.
So, got a plan B?